Hi, everybody. Round five is done, and here we are. Congratulations! You've made it this far. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty
Pretty
excited to have made it this far.
good, good, good.
Yeah.
Uh, so my first question for you tonight is, do you regret not trying to get the final exemption?
No. I think it was fair, the decision we made, so everybody had equal playing field.
Um, when you do your quizzes, what has been your approach or strategy each round?
I try to weigh at least 50% of my answers towards one person, but I have been answering the odd question, possibly in favor of somebody else. No one in particular, just throwing an answer to a different possibility.
Okay. So at this point in the game, you have answered Tina for each of the quizzes that you feel is the mole. Do you think that you're on the right track?
I do think I'm on the right track. Yes.
Okay.
I'm I'm not swaying. I still have this small hunch that it could have possibly been Jessica. I don't longer think it's Tiffany. If it's Tiffany, she has been a really good mole. But I've just had this hunch for Tina since the beginning. That's still my instinct.
Okay. Well, what is the molliest thing that you think you've caught in a challenge?
This past week, there was a clue that the mole said, um hinting to look under my hat. And I noticed during the challenge, near the end of the challenge, Tina took her hat off while we were still playing that evening. And I don't know if that was a clue that the hat was off. Um, I would say that might be the moliest, other than when we played the challenge as well that night. Um, and we each had a secret agent name. The only one that was a correct guess, that was the right person, was Tina guessed herself as the right identity. Now, I don't know. Maybe she's not the mole, but that was the only one that was right. The rest were wrong. So if she is the mole, that would be a guarantee that you would know who your own identity is. Yeah, maybe I'm not as good at picking up on slight um clues like other players might be catching, but I would say those are two of the moliest
Okay.
things.
What is the molliest thing that you've caught that happened in something other than a challenge?
Uh, I would have to just say perhaps that Tina had messaged me and was really putting this big suspicion about Jonathan out there. Now maybe if she's not the mole, maybe she is on to Jonathan. But it was just out of the blue, and it was just a little chaotic how she presented the information. And then when Jonathan was on the call and hinted about, hey, there was some talk about the clue, the game The Clue, which maybe that was just coincidental. And he said to Tiffany, because she wasn't on the call, I'll fill you in. You need to know this information. Tina just got very bothered by that. I think she felt like there was a target on her back, and Jonathan was painting that picture out there for everyone. So I'm not sure. He thinks Tina's the mole, and he's putting it out there. And I don't know if he just wants everyone to start, answering Tina on the quizzes, and if it will come down to who answers most correctly or fastest. I don't know. Or if she's not, again, if she's not the mole, maybe he's trying to throw people off and he's not actually answering her on the quizzes because I don't trust that player either. I don't trust anyone.
Wonderful. Well, that's your questions for this week. Good job.